Valentine's Day.
Good job, Cupid. You've been doing great.
I'm Margaret.
It's your boy Yule.
This is Can We Talk About It? And this is our Valentine's Day special. Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, Singles Awareness Day, Side Chick Valentine's Day, whatever the fuck you celebrate.
First off, Side Chick Valentine's Day is the day after Valentine's.
It's the 15th, and Galentine's is the 13th. Oh. So I was just listing all of them.
Oh, so is that, yeah, all right, well, that's all on the calendar.
Yeah, I just want everyone to feel included, you know?
All right. So all the side chicks out there and gals that celebrate Galentine's, this one's also for you.
Yeah.
No one's left out here on Can't We Talk About It?
Here we go. Yeah. And in the spirit of the holiday, Yule and I wanted to share a little bit about our love lives with you. Not our actual love lives, because Yule is super sus and wouldn't tell anybody shit. And I'm pretty sus myself.
Yeah,
so
we're very suspect people.
Two sus people, we just gonna talk about shit that ain't really real, like celebrity crushes. We're gonna tell you guys about our weirdest celebrity crushes. We're gonna go in ascending order, descending order, like starting from the least weird. Like it's like, oh, okay, I could fuck with it, to like that's super weird, and I don't know why you have a crush on that person at all.
All right, gotcha.
I have like normal ones, like I like Idris Elba, I like The Rock, I can't think of anybody else. I like them.
Rihanna's been number one on my list for quite some time now.
But then I have like
Riri, if you're seeing this, happy Valentine's Day.
She's not watching you. Then I have some weird ones though. You know,
what's your weird ones?
I'm gonna start with the least weird one. Okay, there's a baseball player on the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. Right? I'm not a Yankees fan. I actually fucking hate the Yankees. But I've dated a lot of guys who like the Yankees. I've ended up at a lot of their games, and most
Dominican guys do like the Yankees a lot.
Listen, you want to get your dicks in? Just wait, Yule. Yule likes white women. Anyway.
Yes, absolutely. So we've been through this. Pied Piper of white women.
So, like more recently, like this past season when I went to watch the Yankees game, I saw a bright spot in the sea of navy blue, and it was Giancarlo Stanton's ass. It is so like bubbly and round and like just juicy, and I'm not even a butt girl. Like I feel like I don't be like looking at dudes like, oh, look at that ass, but this butt is just so perfect. I was like, I could play checkers on that ass. Like it was just, you know, bam.
Wow. So
now it's like, you know, I have something to look forward to when I go to the games. And the reason the crush is weird is because it's totally like an ass fixation. Like, I don't really know what his face looks like. I have a general idea, right? And I know what the rest of his body looks like. It's pretty nice, but a lot of guys have nice bodies. Not a lot of guys have an ass like that. That ass is nice.
Wow.
And it's, if I saw
reverse
him,
sexism here, Can We Talk?
Completely objectifying. It is what it is, you know. But like if I saw him walking on the street, I wouldn't recognize him. But if he walked past me this way, I'd recognize his ass.
Wow. So it ain't your face, but it's your ass.
Basically.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. My weirdest one is Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
What do you know? That's shocking.
Yeah, man.
What was that when you were a kid? That was like your first.
Yeah, like really, I don't really even know what she looks like, or what she's doing right now in these days. But back then, I was like, yo, I think she's mad cute. And the thing is,
Melissa Joan Hart?
No, not Melissa Joan Hart. I don't give a fuck about Melissa Joan Hart. I don't know what she's doing in life. Like just her as the character at that time, you know, coming home from school. It was the magic. She made like magic happen in my heart. In my little...
A little somewhere else, right? Because this was puberty, wasn't it? Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, I feel like, one of my first like realizations, like, wow, just watching TV as a kid, coming home from school, like,
it's
wow.
It's a weird
like,
sexual awakening story, but fuck it.
Thanks.
Mine when I was a teenager, and I guess I could make this my second one, was Nelly, but only with the Band-Aid. I didn't like him once he took the Band-Aid off.
Wow.
Band-Aid Nelly was my first celebrity.
I like that we have crushes that like are situational.
They're completely conditional.
Like it's like I don't give a shit about what she's doing outside the show. I just like you like when you're here and
in this.
So when he takes off the Band-Aid, it's like some Clark Kent Superman transition.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, because the Band-Aid like it set him apart because I think he wore it for like a friend or a cousin who was like in prison, and I was like, he's principled.
I did not know the Band-Aid had significance.
I might be making that up.
You made up a whole story about the Band-Aid.
I'll look it up. I think
if you know Nelly's Band-Aid story, if there is one or if that exists. Wow.
Or if you can find it, like, create an alternative, like, fan fiction Band-Aid story to explain why a young girl would love Nelly, that's also completely cool with me. Yeah. But, you know, who I was actually going to say originally before you reminded me about my childhood crush on Nelly was Kevin Gates.
Wow.
Isn't that weird? That one's weird, isn't it?
I mean, I don't know. Do you just like dudes with money? I don't understand.
No,
what is happening here?
No. Kevin Gates, to me, is like what I liked as a teenager and probably what every girl from New York liked as a teenager. It's like, it was like a thug with a heart of gold, and he says shit and it's like not really romantic, but then you think about it and you like, for him it's romantic. Like, he has that one line in the song and it's like, you're the only one that my dick could get hard for. I'm confused, what the fuck you want my heart for? And I thought about it and I was like, word, that's actually a really like, wow. That's like a level of commitment that I really can like. And he also had that photo of him like sucking his wife's toes. I'm really not into feet things. Like, I hate feet. But he was so passionate about it that I was like, he really cares about her.
I thought Kevin Gates only like dated inside his family though, so I don't think you really are in the running.
All right,
so
well,
that one, throw that one out the window.
There are weird celebrity crushes for a reason.
Yep.
You know.
My weirdest one.
No, this is the second one. Nelly was a bonus. You have two more.
Damn, I think I only got one. I'll let you know if I got another one.
I'll give you another one after this.
My weirdest one that I believe I have at the moment is Oprah. I love Oprah.
Honestly,
I love her. She has a heart of gold. Like,
and a wallet of gold as well.
Listen,
do you just like rich women and women who do magic?
This is very
very specific.
I have to go to my therapist now and find out some things. But probably, I don't know. But I don't think it's about Oprah's money. I feel like she's just a great person. Like, you know, she just built herself up from nothing. Yeah. She's a billionaire. Like, she's successful, and like she give away cars.
Facts. And what did Terrence Howard say? He was like, she got some big old bitties or whatever. Oh. You don't remember when he said that when they did The Butler together?
He talked about my wife like that? Terrence Howard, I'm coming for you. Don't be objectifying Oprah, all right?
We only objectify John Carlos Stanton's ass here.
Leave
can we talk about it?
Oprah out of this. You got one more?
All right, yeah. This is my weirdest one.
All right.
Every time I tell people this, they're not even like, oh, okay, or like, they're like, what the fuck? Steve Buscemi.
Nah, what the fuck? Like, how is that even like?
He is such a talented actor. And
nobody gives a shit if he's a talented actor. How did you have
He saved people at 9/11 because he used to be a firefighter.
You're really trying to drag his story and make him like
that's
this.
Facts. That's a
I
true
don't
thing.
care if it's facts. It's Steve Buscemi.
Okay. Well, look, this actually goes into what we wanted to talk about next. Not calling you ugly, Steve. I love you, but
you ugly, Steve.
Why would you talk about him like that? Why would you talk about him like
that?
Do looks matter. That's what you and I were going to talk about today. Do looks matter. We have, because you and I feel we're very similar in relationships. So we were going through for a minute trying to find things we disagreed on so that we could actually have like a debate. And we didn't disagree on a lot, but this we didn't agree on. Do looks matter. Yul is shallow, so he thinks that they're
goddamn
different.
right.
Yeah.
So I do think that looks matter because I feel like attraction is one of the first steps when you actually see somebody and you think, oh, let me get to know them on the next level.
Right.
There are rare opportunities or rare situations where, you know, you meet somebody and their personality grows on you and you become like, you know, more into a relationship. But initially, if you see somebody that looks good, you're like, all right, that's somebody I might want to get to know.
I feel that, but on the flip side, I feel like I've ended up like dating people where
they're ugly.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, facts.
Oh wait, shit. No. That's where you were going with that? I was just trying to.
No, they're not necessarily attractive. But even before, like, I really got to know them at a deeper level, I was feeling it because they had something in their demeanor, or they were just very confident, or, you know, just very like funny or fun. I never dated. No, well, actually, there was one, but no. But he was pretty cute too. But no, I'll tell you honestly, the last guy I dated, and he may be watching this, but he also knows the deal. He knew he was not a good looking guy. I remember actually on our first date,
damn homie,
he said to me, he was like, "Are you actually attracted to me?" And I remember I was like, "What?" I was like, that's a crazy question to ask somebody. And he's like, I'm just like, are you attracted to me though? And I was like, who would ask that?
And
like,
here's
we're
the bush,
here
and
on
here's
a
Margaret,
date.
and here's the bush.
And I was like,
here's
are
Margaret.
you attracted to me? Like crazy. And he was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, I am attracted to you. See, that was easy. Are you attracted to me? And I was like, why would I be here he knew what it was. Like, he knew he wasn't a good looking dude, but he had like the most swag of anyone I ever met. He was so charming, he was so charismatic, and he was so smart. Like,
and this is her trying to build your self-esteem back up from scratch because she fucked it up.
He's a nice guy.
You ugly, bro. I'm sorry.
No.
If you're watching, good. That's what you're trying to say. She's trying to break it through easy, but just,
you know,
we
this
keep it
is
100
a
here.
thing of the past, and it's fine. And I'm, you know,
did he say it's fine?
I'm sure it's fine. He knew he was ugly. He had said that a few times. So it is what it is. So I feel, but it was like, this is what I'm saying. I was interested right off the bat before I really knew him, just because the way
he was
that
ugly, and that's what your type.
Not everyone I date is ugly, but just like the way that he came off, I found that attractive. Okay. Even if I didn't find.
So you found his energy, his swag.
Exactly that.
That's fair. I can.
Then do we even disagree on this?
I mean,
have you ever dated someone that you didn't think was physically attractive? No, you didn't.
Let me just look at my bros over here real quick. Yes, definitely.
Really?
100%.
Yeah.
It was quite a situation. Yeah.
What was the situation? Oh, this is where you'll go be sus.
Because
he's not gonna. He's gonna drop a little juice and then he gonna pull it back. You be like, you're not ready for that tea.
You're really not. You're really not. You're really not. Yo, Zach, help.
We can't talk about it.
I don't know if we can talk about it, but yeah, I've dated people that were not conventionally attractive.
Okay.
And it was kind of like the situation, kind of like yours. Like, just like we got to a point where they knew I didn't find them physically attractive.
But this was the thing. After a while, I did find him physically attractive. Because he
brainwashed you.
It was Stockholm Syndrome.
You stopped. He was like, I am attractive. And you're like, I guess. We've been together for so long now.
No, I was like legitimately attracted.
You were attracted more so to his soul than to his face.
Right, yes.
And that's perfectly okay.
And that never happened.
But initially, I feel like most of the time, just like, yeah, you gotta.
I agree to disagree. Agree. If I have a good first conversation, like that can really pull me in, and I can make.
Wow, one conversation is all it takes. Yeah, easy, bitch.
No. I didn't say anything about that.
Just talk to Margaret. If you're ugly, you still got a shot. Just shoot the shot. Just be interesting that one time, guys. Go for it. Believe in yourself.
You're asking for a lot, though. That's the thing. I think that it's so noteworthy because most people aren't. And a lot of very attractive people rely entirely on their looks. They haven't had to develop a personality.
Very true.
Exactly.
You know what? I grew up short. So I was very short. I was like,
so tall now.
I mean, I'm average. We actually just looked it up. 5'7" is like average height. So no, I'm right. I made it. But like, so I feel like people that grew up, pudgier or short or like awkward grow more personality.
100%. I was mad ugly, and I kind of had to,
And then I grew, and so I came regular height, and I just got all the cool attributes that came with, being a
crazy thing.
Short ditzy.
I've had pretty much the same personality, I want to say, all throughout my life. But guys didn't respond to it as well when I wasn't attractive because y'all shallow. Anyway, case closed. That's what we found. Men are shallow and women aren't. That's what it is.
Is that what we found at the end of the day?
Those were our findings.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Okay, now we're gonna take.
Let's talk to little ugly Margaret.
Boy, you think I wanted to talk to a little short? I was probably taller than you. I've been this height for a minute. All right, now we're going to take relationship queries or topics from our live studio audience. Go ahead, guys.
This is the mic. I'm joking. So shoot, what should we talk about? Cheating.
All right, what about cheating? Like,
don't.
Yeah, it's a dub. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Just be single.
For real, like,
there's literally no situation in which I can imagine you wouldn't just. I mean, there are a few, but like.
I mean, there's only one situation I feel like people should be allowed to cheat in.
Yeah.
And that is if they cheated on you first, cheat back, motherfuckers.
No, just
don't
leave.
No,
just
no,
leave.
don't leave. Cheat back, then leave. Like that's what you do. You get your revenge, then you dip. Like what the hell?
I feel like that's such a waste of energy.
It's not, because guess what? You was gonna move on anyway, so you might as well move on after you cheat and break their heart right back. Duh.
Okay, that's I feel this.
Break their heart back and then leave.
Don't know what happened to you. I don't know who hurt you.
No one hurt me. I'm good. I'm just saying for the people out there. I got homies I got cheated on. I got people. So listen, man. If somebody cheats on you, do yourself a favor, right? Sit there, compose yourself, find somebody on the side to have sex with, tell them, and then leave. So cause you gotta get your revenge.
I would just say leave and just,
or just leave.
Move on with your life.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Just whatever.
I mean,
it's a waste of energy.
I mean, but if you
do what you, I wouldn't, this is so like specific, but I had heard about a situation like this recently. I heard about someone who was like in an abusive relationship, and like she had a male friend that she got like close to. This was like a friend of a friend of a friend. Okay. And then they kind of had like a connection, and in that situation I feel bad because I was like, her boyfriend's beating on her and she's probably afraid to leave him. Yeah. But also it would be dangerous to cheat on a person like that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, that's complicated. So that's why I don't want to be like a never, like I don't want to tell like a victim of domestic violence how to like that, who they should be loyal to. But in most situations you don't have to cheat.
I mean, for situations like that, if like your
that's very
person
extreme.
Or like your significant other's abusive,
just leave. I mean, unless you can't, then
get help. Let me finish.
Then.
You say just leave. I say shoot them.
Oh my
just
God.
like you should shoot Chris Brown. If anyone sees Chris Brown around, just shoot him. He's terrible. Like he should have got shot so long ago.
Okay.
That's beside the point. It's just on what we talked about on our last show. But yeah.
I think we should move on to
Any other topics?
Breaking up with a crazy person.
You can't. You're in that relationship. I'm sorry to tell you. Your significant other's crazy. That's your life now. Shouldn't have chose them.
I don't have much experience with that, I don't think. So I can't say. Have you ever?
Stop nodding, Zach.
You know what? This isn't going to be even interesting because you was literally not going to talk about anything. So let's just move the fuck on. And talk about the greatest love story that came out of New York this week. The love between a woman and her beef patty.
Oh my God.
This woman in the Bronx went to a Jamaican
the Bronx
spot.
Again. What is wrong with y'all?
Y'all need like some new water or something. I don't know what's going on up there. Some kind of chemical leakage. I don't know. But
their fucking rat president
is
just making crazy ass laws.
Borough president up there eating cheese in his little hole in the subway. But
Bronx people hate us. Right?
I'm gonna be real though. I kind of respect this. So this woman went to a Jamaican spot and she went to get a beef patty. They said they didn't have any beef patties. She got tight as fuck. She left and she started breaking the windows. I'll tell you why I respect it. You and I both grew up in Caribbean neighborhoods.
Facts.
You know when they be telling you they don't have shit, they're lying. They're lying. Yeah. It's a lie.
Let me get up. We not have that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know what I'm about to ask for.
I walk in the door and you don't have it. Y'all are liars. You lie.
That's facts.
So when I say y'all, I mean owners of Caribbean restaurants in Flatbush in Jamaica and apparently the Bronx. Because how did they not have beef patties?
Yeah, like
how you not just making beef patties all day? Like what?
Facts. Like that's an odd item to run out of in a Caribbean spot.
Okay, oxtail, I get it. Whatever. Fuck it. Maybe roti. Okay. How you not have beef patties?
Yeah, that's like
what
mad
happened?
Basic. Like
what happened? I feel like they should just
unless someone like came in
and
bought 40 beef patties right before she came in.
Still, no.
You still should have more in the freezer.
Exactly.
Or something. I don't know.
Exactly. Especially because they be catering parties and shit like that. Like I know y'all have beef patties. You lied on this woman and she caught you. And you never get between a woman and what she loves, which is in this instance beef patties.
Yeah.
You don't know where that arrow went.
Yeah, it's gone forever. But yeah, this lady, yeah, I'm kind of inspired by it. It's like, yo, fight for what you love, yo.
Facts.
If beef patties is it here on Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day, whatever you're celebrating.
Right.
Break some windows for some stuff that you love.
What would you break a window for?
Damn. PS4, my homies, my family, the Black Collective, subscribe. And That about it? That's it. I ride for gang. That's it. You?
Don't ask me because I was going to say I have no idea. Probably like a lot.
You'd break a window for a lot?
I'm a very loving person. I have a lot of love in my heart.
I feel like you're just violent. You just want to break windows. Like, you don't really need reasons.
Yeah, I would just break a window, if I was in a bad mood.
That's Margaret's white half show.
Oh, yeah, like punch holes in walls and break windows. That's what we do.
Man, all we do over here is, just try to stay fly.
Okay, so my worst date story. So this was, I was dating someone on and off, and every time we would be off, my friends would try like very hard to get me to go on dates because they just wanted me to like date somebody else. So I went to watch a boxing match up in the Heights with my friend Courtney, Courtney. Mm-hmm. And
shout out to Courtney.
Hey, Court. So she went to the bathroom and she came back with this man who was huge, like literally one of the biggest dudes I've ever seen in my life. He looked like a giant balloon animal. He had like no neck, and he tried to come up next to the table, but he couldn't fit between the two tables, which were spaced pretty far apart. Just couldn't fit his body in between them, right? And Courtney's like, this is my friend who I met on the bathroom line. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said his name.
You definitely said his name, but we'll continue.
Nope. That?
Yep. All right.
This is my friend.
His name was... But Sharon bleeped that one too, so you'll never know.
Please bleep it because he's a cop. The story gets really bad. All right, so then she goes like, "Oh yeah, he wanted me to introduce you guys or whatever, blah blah blah." And he asked for my phone number, and I was so scared because he was so huge. I just gave it to him, but I gave him like one number off, and then he called it while I was like there, and he was like, "That's not the right number," and I was like, "My bad, I just
you got numberjacked, you know that, right?"
Yeah, so then I just gave it to him because I was scared. So I just gave it to him, and then when he walked away, I was like, "Courtney, what the fuck, Courtney?" And she was like, "Girl, well, why'd you give him your number?" And I was like, "Because I was scared of him." And she was like, "Well, why do you think I brought him over? He pressed me by the bathroom line." So,
firstly, niggas, do not force your way into women's lives. Like, it's not gonna work out, okay?
And ladies, if you get a bad first impression like that, listen to your gut, because this is what happened. So I started talking to him because he was hitting me up and everything, and sometimes I just respond. Sometimes I just answer people for no reason. So he was actually kind of cool via text. He did tell me he was a cop. He worked in like Grand Theft Auto, whatever. And I was kind of...
He worked in Grand Theft Auto?
You know what I mean.
If that's what he told you, I'm just gonna let you know that man had no job. He just played video games.
That's not what he said.
Anyways.
That's what I'm calling it because I don't remember what it's at. The thing where you steal the cars. Not he stole the, you know what I mean? Doesn't matter. Anyway, and this is so dumb, but I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about dating a cop, and I baited him into conversations about stop and frisk, all that kind of stuff to see how he would feel. And he answered well, and he said he wanted to go into law, and he seemed kind of smart. Okay, whatever, and because I don't think looks matter, I'm gonna make it clear, I wasn't really attracted to him. Like, people like a body, right? Okay, he was built, but it was a lot. It was a lot. I wish I could show a picture. I won't disrespect him like that, but it was quite a bit. So I was like, I don't know, but he actually seems like a cool enough guy. And one day he invites me to what he calls a penthouse party, right? And all my friends were like, "I'll just go, Margaret. You need to get back out there, blah, 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 blah." I'm like, all right, fine. I wear this really sexy dress that's slit completely down the middle. It's super tight, whatever, blah, 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 blah. It's leather, which I feel made everything worse for what happened next. So we go to this party, and I'm thinking it's a penthouse bar. It's somebody's home. It's a family party. There are children there. There are old people.
And he brought this young whore to the party.
Basically, and it's super casual. That's also what it was. No one was even dressed up.
Oh shit! They're in jeans, and you're just
dead ass. And I was like, oh shit. So I just had on my jacket, and I wouldn't take my jacket off, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's fine. Take off your jacket, whatever." And I'm like, I really can't, because I didn't know what we were going to. So I
don't know the amount of titties this family can handle at the moment. So let me just keep this on.
There's an inch too much titty out. And they're all like, "Oh, girl, it's fine, like whatever." And I'm like,
plot twist, it was not fine.
It was not fine. I took off my jacket, and everybody's like jaw dropped, not in a positive way, like in a oh my, right? And I put my jacket back on, and no one said anything. They were like, "No, take it off." They just let me be there in my jacket, and like I felt so uncomfortable that I went up to him. I remember he was like eating a chicken wing. And I was like, yo, I want to go. Like, I feel weird. Like, I didn't know that we were coming to, like, a family party. And mind you, this is the first date. So, whatever.
Was there a second?
And no.
Okay.
There was not. This love story does not have a happy ending, folks. So he's eating this chicken wing, and then he like tries to kiss me, and the chicken wing's like still there, and I'm like, no. And now like you're trying to make out with me while I'm in the leather dress in the middle of the family party. It's just like too much. And I was like, we gotta go. So we leave, and he had like alcohol in a cup, and we get in the car, and I was like, don't you think that, you should get rid of that? He's like, who's gonna pull me over? The police? Cops are crazy. Like, for all other reasons that I wouldn't date cops, they're crazy. Like, something is wrong with cops. It's a tough job, and I feel like you gotta have something a little loose if you wanna, if you do that. It's what it is.
Yeah, cops are wild.
Yeah. So I'm like, wow, what a perk. But in my head, I'm like, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. And he's like, we get a few things with the job. And he starts listing, like they get concert tickets, baseball, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, and there's like a few strip clubs where they let us in. He's like, but I don't really go to those. And I'm like, let's go to a strip club. Because I like strip clubs. And in my head, I'm like, this is a dub already. Like, I'm over it. Let me just have some fun. Right? So he's like, oh, I couldn't take you to a strip club. Like, you're a lady. Like, I don't want to expose. I was like, I want to go to a strip club. And he's like, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable. And like, it's not really like my scene. I finally convinced him. Tell me how everyone up in there knew him. He was a regular. So we get inside, and I'm like, you want me to buy you a lap dance? And he's just like, I don't need a lap dance. I'm already with the most beautiful girl in the room. And I'm like, don't be trying to romance me in the middle of Ribbies. Like, that's not going to happen. And then he's like,
you got the most ass clapper right in his face. The most beautiful girl in the world is right here already.
And then
dollar bill.
He's like, and you can't get a lap dance because I would get jealous. And I'm just like, you were such a fucking lame. So I was like, all right, then let's go home.
He was a cop. That should have been your first clue.
It was weird because he ran into other cops he knew in the assembly.
It was a cop strip club. Oh my god.
In my head, I'm like, too many cops. I'm not comfortable right now. Get out of here. So we leave, right? Because now we're just sitting. There's like, this place had 2 bars. One was by the stage. He didn't even want to sit by the stage, probably because he was afraid that the girls were gonna recognize him. And then we sat at this other back bar. So I'm like, well, fuck it. This is stupid. So I was like, I'm ready to go home. We get in the car. In the time it took for me to turn to take my seatbelt and put it over, I look, and he's disrobed on the bottom.
His dick was out.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is my thing. That's a bold move, even if you think the date went well. Even on a good date, I wouldn't be down. But this was a terrible date, and I thought that we both felt that way. So I was like really, really confused. I was like, this was...
I think he knew this was his last chance. And he was like, you know what? I'm about to risk it all. Who's gonna arrest me? The cops. Put it all out there. So I'm looking like this, and he's like, what do you think? And I was like, I don't think that's appropriate. I got real I was like, I don't think that's appropriate. For a girl that just was like, take me to that strip club. I was like, that's really inappropriate of you. I don't appreciate you doing that. Because I didn't. Like, that's how I really felt. So I was pissed, and I was like, I'm leaving. And I like got out of the car, and I took the train home, right? And then he hits me up asking me to go out again. So, we still cool? Like,
he sent me Instagram DMs for almost a year, and he would just say, you're a jerk. That's all he would say. Because I never answered him on the second date one. I was like, I think I made my point clear. No.
First off, you are a jerk. If a man just casually invites you to have sex with him or look at his penis in a car, you don't think you should be at least a little bit appreciative?
You'll shut the fuck up.
Don't date cops. That's what you should have learned.
That was my lesson. It was a lesson I thought I already knew prior to this experience. It was like never something I was like, yeah, this is a good move, but it was solidified.
If you get arrested, it's because of this video. we know that they're gonna like 21 Savage you now, and they're just gonna find out some stuff. So,
hey Sharon, can we cut this part?
that was Can We Talk About It?